Somewhere in London, or Chicago, or Berlin, a 29-year-old marketing manager wakes up at 6:45 a.m. He earns around $95,000 a year. On paper, that sounds successful. His parents think he's doing well. His friends assume he's financially comfortable. Even he thought that salary would finally make life feel easier.
But every month ends the same way. He checks his bank account and quietly wonders where all the money went. Not because he's reckless, not because he's irresponsible, but because modern middle-class life has become extremely expensive to maintain, especially for people trying to look financially stable. After taxes, his $95,000 salary becomes closer to $5,400 a month. Then reality starts subtracting from it. Rent for a decent apartment near work, $2,100. Car payment, $540. Insurance, $180. Student loan payment, $320. Phone bill, subscriptions, internet, another $200. Groceries and eating out, maybe $700. A few weekend trips, a gym membership, a couple of dinners with friends, a new phone every few years, financed monthly instead of purchased outright.
By the end of the month, there's almost nothing left. And this is the strange part. 20 years ago, earning the modern equivalent of this salary would have felt genuinely upper middle class. Today, it often feels average because high income no longer automatically creates financial breathing room. Lifestyle structure matters more than income now, and most people never notice when their lifestyle quietly expands faster than their earnings. This usually doesn't happen dramatically. Nobody wakes up and decides to trap themselves financially. It happens slowly. A slightly better apartment because you work hard, a newer car because you can afford the monthly payment, more convenience spending because work is stressful and time feels limited, and eventually fixed monthly obligations become so large that even a good salary starts feeling fragile. This is why many high earners feel constantly anxious despite earning more than they ever imagined.
Because their income increased, but their margin disappeared. And psychologically, this creates a dangerous illusion. People compare themselves socially using visible lifestyle signals: the apartment, the vacations, the car, the restaurants. But real financial stability is mostly invisible. Nobody sees low debt. Nobody notices a fully paid emergency fund. Nobody compliments someone for having 12 months of expenses saved. So modern consumer culture quietly rewards appearances more than resilience, and credit systems make this even easier. Banks don't ask whether a purchase improves your life long term. They only ask whether you can manage the monthly payment. That changes how people think. Instead of asking, "Can I truly afford this?" people ask, "Can I fit this into my month?" Those are completely different questions, because monthly payment thinking disconnects people from total cost.
Take a simple example. A $48,000 car financed over 6 years at modern interest rates could easily become over $60,000 total. That's not transportation anymore. That's years of future income already assigned before it's earned. And when several financial decisions like this stack together, the result is a high-income person with very little actual freedom. This is why some people earning $70,000 feel calmer financially than people earning $150,000. Not because they make more money, but because they protected flexibility instead of maximizing lifestyle. Financially intelligent people tend to think differently about income increases. When their salary grows, they don't immediately convert every raise into higher monthly obligations. They understand something most people learn too late. A higher income can improve your life, but only if your fixed costs grow slower than your earnings. Otherwise, every raise simply creates a more expensive version of the same financial stress. And this affects more than money. It changes career decisions. People stay in jobs they dislike because their lifestyle requires uninterrupted income. They tolerate burnout longer. They avoid risk. They postpone career changes, businesses, relocation, even relationships because financially they no longer have room to move. That's the hidden cost of overextended living, not poverty, lack of flexibility. And the difficult part is, from the outside, these people often look successful, which is why this cycle keeps repeating socially. Young professionals enter the workforce and immediately absorb the spending habits of people who are also financially stretched.
Everyone appears comfortable. Very few actually are. And over time, people stop chasing wealth and start chasing relief. Relief from bills, relief from debt, relief from constantly needing the next paycheck. The irony is that most high earners don't need extreme financial changes. Usually, they just need awareness. Awareness that income alone doesn't create wealth. Behavior does. Structure does. Margin does. Because real financial comfort is not about earning enough to buy everything. It's about needing less of your future income to survive each month. That's what creates calm, not status, not appearances. And maybe that's why so many financially stable people look surprisingly ordinary. Their money isn't visible. Their freedom is. If you enjoyed this kind of realistic finance perspective, you can subscribe for more videos like this.